Hi there everybody, welcome to Whole Universe. Hope everything is fine, and I'm a rational who makes all with my own experience. And today we're going to talk about how to develop a software for the violin players. It means violinists. Yes, is it correct form for them or not? I hope that's correct. We are in Moscow, we are walking and talking. It will be kind of easy to understand. It will not be super a lot with math stuff, but it will be. And actually to create the software need to create variables in a computer way. How to deal with variables. Need to say to the computer integer, need to say to computer float, need to say to computer boolean, need to say to computer string, need to say to computer character. It is what we do actually, and then need to kind of assume, need to create the variable, need to say var, var or var, you can call it var or var, it all depends. I don't know how to name it correct, pronounce it, because in Russian we call it var, but actually we pronounce every English word incorrect. Not every, it is metaphorically saying, but we are saying in a Russian accent var, like it is written in Russian language, but actually it is maybe var, it is like variables. Okay, we will use two different forms, but today's our talk we will use var, okay? And need to create variables and need to create connection between these variables. For example, we have the violin player, yes, violinist. Who is he? He is a person who uses his hands. Yes, left hand and right hand. It is two variables. Also, he has a variable called the violin. Yes. Okay, good. He has a variable called bow, and he has it. And also he uses the bow on the violin, and it means that it will be the intersection of two objects, and objects will be, we didn't say about it, but we have the coordinates of y, of x and of z. And actually if you will see the coordinates of x and y, you maybe know them. It is the Cartesian coordinates, specific coordinates that has the axis of y, axis of x. It is the first graders know, and this information maybe of some smart wunderkinds, and yes, and or maybe not wunderkinds, some of the who are really like curious about life, and whose parents we are kind of teaching. Yes, it is axis y, axis x, it is the abscissa and ordinate, and okay, we have the coordinates, and as you maybe can see, we have the coordinate of x, for example, x and y will be 0, yes, it will be 1 point, and another point is x5 and y5. Okay, I imagined it is kind of one position will be here and one will be there. Okay, you imagine it easily. Okay, it is kind of metaphorically saying, and intersection will be when the point first of x0, y0 will be intersecting the x5, y5. We can say, how to say it correct. It is when they will be intersecting. It is when, look, we have the shadow. Yes, when I do kind of intersecting this shadow, my shadow intersected to this shadow of the post. Yes, shadow of the street lamp, and when it is intersecting kind of this way, then okay, intersection is completed. It is all about, it is the same grid, G-R-I-D. It is in the meaning of mathematics again, and we have it. And when it is the intersection, then action is appeared. And what's the action of the person who plays violin and whose intersection of the bow started? Like we have the bow, we have the violin, yes? And when it is the intersection of these objects of strings, it will be kind of then we will talk about strings. When the bow touched the violin right now, yes, then it will be kind of sound. It will be different sounds. It could be touched the violin body, yes, violin body, or violin strings. And what type of strings? We have violin string number 1, violin string number 2, violin string number 3, violin string number 4. And we have different types of violins, different types of alto, and also we have different types of, yes, sizes of the of the violin. It is all about configurations right now will be. And our goal right now to intersect the bow and also intersect with string number 1, string number 2, string number 4, string number 1, string number 2, string number 1, string number 2, string number 3, string number 4. When we intersect them, then it will be sound, different sounds. And for each of them we have the unique sound actually. And kind of it could be the same actually, we can program, but we will do that they are different, yes. And also there will be the touching of the hand. Also some variables will be for the hand, for our fingers, finger number 1, finger number 2, finger number 3, and etc. We have another names: thumb, index finger, middle finger, also ring finger and pinky. And when they are touching the string, then it will be the action of the violin player. Yes, of violins. Wow, nice, interesting colors. By the way, colors will be in our thing too, in our programming way. We have different types of colors. We have different types of color schemas, color mode. We can say mode. Yes, mode it is the regimen. Yes, some of the modifyings. And we have HSL, hue, saturation, lightness or luminosity. Also we have HCL, it is the hue, channel and saturation, luminosity. We have also HSB, it is the hue, saturation and brightness. We have also RGB, red, green, blue, yes, as you may know. Also we have the RGBA, red, green, blue, alpha for the opacity and transparency. It is different types of colors that we can use. And actually, if we will speak about the red color, yes, red color, it is 255.00. If we will say about white color, look at this white color. Yes, look at the white color. Yes, and we have the 255, 255, 255. If we will be saying about blue kind of, let's imagine that it is fully blue. Yes, then it will be 00, 255. If we will say about the green color, yes, fully green, then it will be the color of 0 to 155, 0. It is different RGB colors, and also if we want to make this transparent as this, then we will do kind of transparency level. Alpha channel will be some of the number, and it will be 0.5. It will be the semi-transparent, semi-opacity, semi-visual, okay? And we have different colors. It is already, we can say that our violin will be kind of brown. It is kind of dark red with a little bit of yellow. It means, okay, it is some of the colors, some of the mixture of the colors will be black colors, also will be the F holes inside of our violin. It is actually the graphics already. It will be OpenGL, WebGL, DirectX, different types of libraries that we can use for these purposes. And also we'll have the programming of it, where to program it in C++, C#, C, and also C Objective. In MATLAB you can do this. You can do this in different types of things, in Python, in JavaScript, as I said before, also in Java, also in Golang and Elixir, also PHP you're gonna use if you use different servers and something like this. And you can program anywhere if you want. Pascal, Turbo Pascal, maybe some people are familiar with it, or Fortran, and it is old languages, actually old but gold, as some said, because it is kind of the growing of them. But actually most of the programmers, they prefer C++. It is of the reputation, the biggest reputation of C++ or C. Yes, C languages. And okay, we have this programming. We are doing coding. And what do we have? We have fingers. We have different strings. We have the violin. We have different types of violin. We can choose between them. We have different sounds that are working with sine, cosine, arctangent, arctangent, tangent, cotangent, arcsine, arccosine, arcsecond, arcsecond, second cosecond, and different types of them. We have this trigonometry here, and unit circles, and they are kind of inside of this, because why do we need trigonometry? For the wave sounds, we have the analog digital transformer. Analog digital transformer, it is what makes the sound of the things that are around us, what makes them digital, what makes them bytes and bits, and something like this. And we have also the, what do we have? We have also digital analog transformer. It is from the digital to audio, to the analog sound that we have in our life. It is for your speakers and for your headphones and for your phones. You have sounds actually inside of your phones. You have some of the speakers too. They are small. They are smaller than speakers that we imagine like speakers. Yes, so when we are saying about speakers, actually we imagine kind of speakers like a parallelepipeds. They are standing here, whole systems. Yes, and some of the bass here they are doing. And okay, and it is how to create it, and what should we consider also. It is the position of our player who plays it, also the velocity of playing, kind of the velocity of the hand, of the left hand or the right hand, and also position of our head. Also need to consider the quaternions, sedenions, octanions. It is actually the imaginary unit things for rotating the objects. You can do rotation also by the matrices and some of the rotations, and also some of the axis flipping, and also some of the shearing. It is when you do kind of skewness. You have the a rectangle, for example, and you have the parallelogram, and after the skew, yes, it is like when you have a shed, and you kind of can see that the same position for the upper side, and the same for the lower side actually, but kind of it is morphism. It is different types of kind of changing of the form. I hope that you understand what I am saying about it. Is about it. You can Google actually if you want to check the more maybe understandable information on. I mean that in a more scientific way how to say it. Like shear, what is it? It is linear transformations. You can Google linear transformations and you will find the Wikipedia page with matrices about linear transformations, about shear, about rotation, about reflection. Reflection, it is when we have this and this. Kind of, we have the Y reflection, we have the X reflection, horizontal and vertical. We have reflections. This is actually interesting and good, really. And also we have different types of translation, transformation, translation in a meaning of the translation of the position. Translate, because for me as a Russian it was interesting that translated is not only about translations of the words, like translation like from English to Russian, or from Russian to English, or from English to Japanese, and it is also for the translation of the position. We have the translation kind of from this position to another. It is translation too. And also we have okay, we created the violinist player. We have the different types of movements. Also we can create physics. We can create the different types of the water that will be dropping on him or on her. We have also gender, and it is kind of the software. And what's the purpose of this software? It could show to our viewer, is it correct form he kind of touches the violin or not. It's like pictures, and with the ability to check the position of the real man who holds it. For example, we have the violinist. Imagine we have the violinist Johnny, violinist Johnny, and also we have the violinist example on the screen, and also we have the camera that shoots the Johnny. Kind of, we have the camera that represents the Johnny. Is it correct or not? And it is detecting the positions of the Johnny. And does Johnny hold it correct or not? it is made by the computer vision. Computer vision, it is when you can detect the position of the person. For example, I'm walking and you can say that I'm walking, or it is red or not red color, and how to detect it. It is through the analysis of the item and his particles actually, and also is it warm or not warm, is it cold or not cold. Yes, it is kind of different detectors that we have. It is thermodetectors, also it could be light detectors by photons that we have, and also it could be different types of detectors, sound detectors and others. And okay, we have this program we can use to teach person is it correct to hold this way or not correct, and correctness in a meaning of productiveness. Oh, some sounds, some waves, wavelengths and wave frequencies, and they are going forward. Their position is changing on X. If forward is growing the X, it is incrementing of X, and incrementing means plus plus. And they are going to save the world. It is good, actually. Yes, it's amazing. And okay, we said about violinists. We have the computer vision. We can do checking the facts, and it is our program that we can create to help to another people to learn these tools. Okay, these abilities. And okay, we have the dudes on the ground, and it is kind of good. And also we have the, what can we create also? We can create kind of the music, the kind of representation on how to play the specific music with specific emotions, with a specific like smiling, with a specific maybe another emotions, with the wandering emotions. You can play the different songs, and it is actually some of the new recipes how to do this. It is a recipe book of violinist player type of the software that we can create. And it's all variables, all about for loops, while loops, until loops, and switchers and things of this nature. It is all written in a form of include conio ash, includes stdio, includes IO stream, includes C signal and others. So ways, what does it mean? And it means that input output IO, yes, and con IO means conio. Actually, it means the configuration input output. And what does mean STD IO? It means standard input output. Also IO stream, input output stream. Also C signal. It is specific signals that we have. It is all about the specific kind of. It is abbreviations, guys. It's all about abbreviations. We understand it actually. Everybody understands what's written in the way of the programming. It is all simple. And what need to understand how to kind of do deciphering, how to do decoding this to the natural language, how to make it kind of understandable. And it is all about the programming. And program does things in a why do we have sometimes programming languages with kind of oh Jesus, what's written here? It is some of the triangular brackets and some of the square brackets and also curly brackets. What do they do? Actually, they do kind of the systematic things. What do the curly brackets do? They kind of saying that ending here and the beginning here and beginning here and ending here, and also it is kind of structured way. It is the same as, for example, in C++ and in Pascal. What's the difference between them? It is in Pascal we have the begin, and also we have end, and also we have in C we have curly bracket opening, curly bracket ending. It is about them, and also we have the different types of function assumption. I hope that I used the correct word. It is when we say that let or do this, and it is kind of, we have different types of them. We have DEF, define, from the define. We have the define, we have the let, we have the var int. It means the create the variable of integer and of integer value. Integer actually it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10, and etc. And we have the variable float. Variable float, where float means that create the float number, pointing float number. For example, 3.24, at 3.21, 3.29, and etc. It is all about this, and it is float. Also we have string. String, it is actually the kind of strings that we write. It is messages that we use. For example, I walk on the street, and it is our message as you text to the friend. It is actually the string variables. And also we have char, and also we have bool. The boolean. Boolean actually it is 0 or 1, false or true, or negative or positive in the meaning of it is yes or no, yes, no or yes. It is the positive result or negative result. Negative in the meaning of that is no in the meaning of this of things. But actually it is more of the yes or no. Actually we will not take the positive or negative. Positive or negative, it is about numbers. It's about minus or plus. And yes, it is boolean. Okay, boolean. Boolean, it is about 0 or 1. It is about the no or yes or no. It is about the 1 or 0. It is about true or false, for false or true. And it is about them. And we can use them. It is good. It also have different types of arrays. Arrays, actually, it is the list of things. It is. It could be ordered, it could be unordered. And ordered means that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and for each of them. And unordered means this. And it is kind of lists that we sometimes I do videos, and you can notice that I do kind of the listing things. I do enumerating them, and we have also different types of functions like enum, enum. It is actually the enumerating of things. And when we are saying the list of things, and we have the elements of them, items specific, and we have also list items. And actually in the HTML they are written kind of li, it is list item, and also it could be ul, it is unordered list, ol, it is ordered list, and etc. It is actually written super easy to program. It is all about kind of learning it. It is the same as reading and writing. If you can read, you can write. If you can write, you can sometimes read, and it all depends. And because you can write different things, but actually, if we are saying normally that if you can write in the programming language, then you can read it, and the same goes back. If you can read, you can write, and. It is in the meaning of that we take the person who is kind of aware of what he does, yes, and kind of intelligent and good person. You can do this, guys, I believe, really, everybody can do this. So, thank you a lot for watching. Do if statements, do while loops, for loops, and do programming, do creating, and bring value to the people, share kindness, and everything will be fine. Hug people. Yes, and they will be smiling. If you hug, then smile. Then they smile. In most cases. We believe that in most cases. And let's do this in 100%. And then hug and share love to the people. Everything will be fine. See you next time. Improve still daily. Bye-bye.